Hello, hello class. This video is to help you out in case you're struggling in this assignment. So this right here will hopefully watch the videos. The videos are pretty good. They explain what exactly that we're trying to do here. But the task is to create a GitLab account, which I think most of you did. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So what I'll do is I'll go out to GitLab. I'm going to use one of the students that already created an account. So let's see, I use payment right here. I'll use his account as my example. So he has created an account. You have two different options. You have HTTPS and SSH. SSH is something that we haven't gone over, so they'll play it safe. Just do this, copy this information. We will need this information. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to create a directory. So if you type in PWD, which is Paul William David, it'll tell you your location that you're at. So what you need to do is you need to create a new directory to hold your Git items. So I'm going to type in mkdir, and I am going to do, I'll call it my Git stuff. Alright, so I created that directory. If you see here, if I enter PWD, I'm still located under my name. So what I need to do is change my directory. Normally, if we were on a computer, we just point and click. In this case, we're going to type in CD, and I'm going to call it my Git stuff. Now, if I do a PWD, guess what? I'm in that directory. So I'm going to clear it. So the assignment was to create a text file saying that this works. So I didn't show you how to do this on the back end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create it from here. I'm going to call it, let's see here, please, let me actually look at what I told you guys to do. Okay, so I said, add me as a member, create a text file that says this works. I save it your name, text. Okay, cool. So, so let's do this touch. We'll call it, this one I'll call it your last name. It'll be seaman.text. So what I'm going to do is I just created a file through Git Bash. And mine looks a little bit different because it uses terminal. So I'll do seaman.text, and I'll hit I on my keyboard. It allows me to insert a value. So I'll say this works. Okay, and then I'll hit escape. I'll hit shift and colon. I'll do WQ exclamation mark. And what that does is it saves and exits it. So if I do view, there's my thing. It's there. I'll quit. So now I have my file there. So that's good. Alright, so that part is done. So the next part that you need to do is you need to check in your code. Now this is the part that's a little confusing. So the branches that you have is, and let me go back here real quick. So if I go to payments account, he needs to create a new file before I can actually utilize this. So I'm just going to create this for him. I create a new file, readme.md. This is for my Git repo. Perfect. I'll hit the commit changes at the bottom. Great. So it allows me to use his branch. Now, in this class, we're not going to go over different branches that you can use because Git gets really robust. But for this class, we're just going to use the main branch, which master is the default branch that you're given. All right. So next thing that we need to do is we need to do something called a clone. So we'll do git clone. And then earlier we copied and pasted the URL. So if I hit paste, it's your URL to your project. So no matter what you do, you might have a different project. It might be called bananas. It'll be bananas.git. And then what you'll do is you'll hit enter. And what that's going to do is download the code and make a repo of that, which we don't have anything. The only thing that we're going to get now is the README file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in ls right here. Oops, all my PWD. All right, good. I need a CD into my directory again. So I think my directory was my Git stuff. Make sure I did it right. All right, so my Git repo is the wrong direction. It looks like. So my Git stuff. ls. All right, so I must have did it in the wrong directory. So let's go back here and do the repo again. Okay, did it in the wrong directory. All right, so let's do an ls. Alright, so yeah, I must have did it directly. So now we have my Git stuff, doing LSL. We have this new file here called Android Payment. And the reason it's called Android Payment is that's what they named it. So yours might be called something different. That's fine, no big deal. So I'll CD into it. I'll do CD Android Payment. Alright, so I go into his account and I do an LS, and then there's the README file that we just created. So now I need to move that touch file that I had just created. So if you remember, I moved it, did it under this right here. So I'm just gonna move it over there. So what I can do is I can do a CD space dot dot and go back. It takes me back, and then I need to do one more file. It takes me back to, it should just take me back. Maybe I didn't do it there. So it has to be CD my Git stuff. Okay, maybe I did. Alright, so we'll just create it in there again, no big deal. So, alright, so let's clear this. I'm gonna just do what I did before. Text. I'm kind of gonna go through this really quick because I already did it once and showed you. But this works. Awesome. Escape. Save. I'll just do it again. Make sure it's there. Oh, great, it's there. Alright. Alright, so now this is the part that I'm talking about checking it in to Git. So what do you do? So what we do is we type in Git status, as I showed you in my lectures, and you see here it has this new file that's res seaman.txt. What that means is the file is it's called unstaged. It's color branded because what Git does is it says, hey, if it's red, it's unstaged. It hasn't gone anywhere. If it's green, that means it's staged and ready to be pushed. So our first step here is to add it. Now, two different ways of adding it. You could do git add dot. What that does is adds absolutely everything. But if you have multiple files and maybe you're working on something else that you're not completely completed with, then you could just type in file name like this, which I'll do human text. Or you could do dot. So I'm just going to do dot. Now if I do git status again, it's green. That means it's staged. So now step one is done. Step two is we need to do something called a git commit. So you commit M, and then you give it a message and say, added first file, whatever. Enter. Shows that you have one file change and one insertion. All right, perfect. So now we need to double check that it's been added. So if you do git log, you could do a couple things. I'll show you a couple. You do git log. It shows that there was a commit on the. It shows that it moved to the headmaster. So it shows that origin there was a new file added in the first file. You could also type in git log hyphen one line. What this does, it creates a list view. So if you have a large list, a lot of people logging in, this is something that we would look at work versus doing this, because this is detail. This is just a high overview. All right, so now we committed it. We confirm this there. Now what we need to do is push it. Okay. So let me show you something real quick, and this could be a little confusing. So if you type in git, let me think here. Git, what do I want? Repository. I'm having a brain. Okay, git branch. All right, so if you type in git branch, it shows you that you only have one branch, which is a master branch. Now, if you do git branch, I think it's -r. Yeah. So -r shows you the remote branches. So anything with origin / whatever is a remote branch. That means it's right here on this website. But right now here, if anything is like this, asterisk master, all that means is it's local on your computer. It doesn't exist on the GitLab. So the GitLab is, think of that as like the cloud per se, I guess. You can think of it that way. that approach. All right, so we're almost there. We're almost home. So now what we need to do is push it. So we'll do git push origin, and you could do a couple things. You could type in master, hit enter, or you can just type in origin, because it's the same branch, and hit enter. It might ask you for your username and password. It probably will ask you for your username and password, but since I've already used it before, this is fine, it's not asking me for it. So now it's telling me that this information here was pushed up there. So I'm just going to go double check. And if you just do a refresher, you'll see which so look at this. I just moved this seam and text after 2 minutes ago. This works. So that's all it takes this week for assignment number 1. Concept assignment number 1 is just to give you the basic understanding of how to use Git. Because next week when we actually start developing Android applications, you'll start having to push a lot of code in. So hopefully this video was good enough for you guys to catch on to. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Have a great day.